One station making history every day.
Chicago, Chicago.
Now, John Cass and Lauren Cohn.
89 WQS.
How do you doing, Lauren Cohn?
Hello.
Do this.
What are folks doing for St. Patrick's Day?
No, I want the Scottish accent, Lauren.
I don't have one.
I mean the Irish accent.
Irish eyes are smiling. I don't have one.
Come on.
I'm lousy at accents. I am.
Do it.
I can only do the New York accent.
Say it's magically delicious.
It's magically delicious.
There you go.
It's magically delicious.
John Cass, Lauren Cohn, 89 WLS. Lauren.
We're taking your calls about the secret ingredient in Guinness, which was a little bit of a buzz killer, I got to say.
591-8900. I love Guinness.
You do?
Yeah, I love it, and maybe too much. But it's a great, but it's great. You know, it just tastes good. It's almost like having a liquid meal.
Yeah.
You know,
and then you drink a few of those, and you get in the car and you start driving. And
let's see, you have what is that shake? The Shamrock Shake.
Right there, you go.
Guinness to me is the real Shamrock Shake.
Ooh.
It's like a Shamrock Shake for men.
I know a lot of men like Guinness.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, but you got to be careful how much you drink.
Here's the problem. You get in the car, okay, everybody knows, okay, don't drive and drink.
Mm-hmm.
Because driving, and it's like 5 beers, but 5 or 6 beers equals what, 1 text?
Yeah, that's according to a new report. And listen to this. The U.S., we're number 1 in admitting that we text and drive compared to all the other countries out there, even Europe, where there's like no speed limits.
Right.
We admit.
In Germany? Yeah.
Come on. We want to hear from folks. We know that you text and drive.
Okay. How about this? Not only texting and drive. So say you're texting and driving and you're driving along and you're driving the wrong way on Lakeshore Drive.
Right.
Okay. And then you look up and you see someone next to you, and women do this. And I'm not being a sexist, you know what? Mm-hmm. But what I can't stand is when women lean into their rearview mirror while they're driving and do their eyelashes.
Putting on mascara or lipstick. Yeah.
Excuse me?
I agree with you. I see that a lot. I really get upset when I see somebody texting and driving, or they're talking on the phone and not paying attention. They got a kid in the front seat. You know what, dude?
Yeah, it's worse.
You want to do something,
dog.
and you don't want to hurt other people, but hurt yourself. You got a kid in the car. First of all, the kid should be in the back seat.
Right.
Unless they're older.
I do admit once I was driving the way you'd go to breaking news as a reporter. You have a cigarette, a Coke, Italian beef from Mr. Beef, and you're taking notes while you're on the phone. Okay? And you're driving. Okay? But I don't do that anymore. Eddie in the car. Eddie?
Hey, good morning, John.
Top of the morning.
Hey.
Good morning. I think the secret ingredient in Guinness is the tennis ball or the ping pong ball they put in there.
Like the used one that's been on the...
No, the ones I've ever had.
Will you explain it to her, please?
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, it's a hydrogen widget, okay?
Thanks.
Nitrogen,
okay.
whatever.
Professor Schnookum says it's a nitrogen. I had no idea.
I said it.
Actually, you're off the mark on this one, but that was an interesting lesson for me to learn.
Eddie, do you do mascara? Do you put your mascara on when you're driving? Thanks, Ed. Thanks. Okay, Domingo in Calumet City. I know you're as Irish as I am, but what's up, man?
Yeah. Actually, I was on the internet, and I saw Fabio had a recipe for short ribs in the crock pot.
You were Googling Fabio?
The
what?
guy,
Yeah.
you mean the guy?
He had
Wait.
this recipe. No, really, listen. He had this recipe for short ribs in a crock pot, but it called for a half a bottle of extra stout beer. So all I could get was a 6-pack. So after I made the recipe there, the short ribs, I drank the rest of the beer, of course, and I've been hooked on it ever sinst.
It is good, isn't it? Isn't it like a shake? Is it like a liquid meal? Is it not?
Exactly. Yes, it is.
But you were Googling Fabio.
In Indiana, it's called the Three Floyds Brewery, and they have a beer that tastes kind of like that extra stout, and it's called Robert the Bruce.
Okay,
it's
but
really, really good dark beer.
Lauren, who is about ready to embark on her 300 Spartan marathon with Gerard Butler and I think a glass of wine is asking me, why did you Google Fabio?
No, I didn't Google it.
Is that the blonde guy that? Wait, is that?
It's not that actor dude or whatever. This is a Fabio Vivani. He's a cook.
Oh, okay.
And on Yahoo, his recipes come up on Yahoo all the time, and he's a damn good cook. And I've tried quite a few of his recipes.
Good to know.
They're really good and easy to do.
Domingo, now that I'm, not that there's anything wrong with you Googling the pretty Fabio guy with the puffy pirate shirt, okay? But I'm
I
going to
like
go.
butter. It's not butter.
I don't break that way, partner.
Okay,
They
my
gotcha.
friend, but we like Guinness, so a guy named Domingo and a guy, Chris and Yanni Castigliani, like Guinness. Awesome for St. Patrick's Day. Thanks, dude. Thanks. You know what? I don't know. Does somebody have a horror story about driving distracted? Jack.
John, how are you?
Hey.
I got a good one for you. A couple of years ago, I'm driving down the highway, and I see this car in front of me kind of swerving back and forth. I'm like, what's going on here? So I kind of get next to it. Sure enough, there's this young woman got her face up into the mirror. She's plucking her eyebrows. She's putting makeup on. She's doing lipstick. I mean, she's giving herself a complete makeover. And I'm like, this is unbelievable. So I got my gym bag next to me. I pull out my gym bag and I pull out my shaving equipment. I push the shaving from my face. I start shaving. I get next to her so she can see it. She had the nerve to give me the dirtiest look.
You know what, Jack? That's when you need the mutza, right? You stick the hand
I hear
out, the palm just go nah like that, and keep driving.
Great story, Jack.
I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If those two are driving together, Jack and the woman doing the facial.
It's a recipe for
You
disaster.
and I can take out our texts and eat beef sandwiches and start texting. And
We just take a picture of it while we're driving. We use our phones to take a picture of it, and we take our eyes off the road. 'Cause that's safe.
Margaret, do you have some information for us?
Yes, the secret ingredient in Guinness is nitrogen. They use it to get all those bubbles.
Margaret, you are such a nice lady from the south suburbs, but I got to tell you, that's not the secret ingredient we're talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know, but you gotta hang on because we're gonna reveal this buzzkill coming up.
It's a buzzkill because Guinness has like 1 calorie or something. Anything over 1 calorie, Lauren is not going to be in love with it. But can I tell you something, Margaret? You're awesome. Thank you for the nitrogen tip.
Thanks.
All right.
We're taking recipes, looks like.
Yeah, it is, but we're going to take Mr. David from the south side if he holds on just for a second, because when we come back, we'll get. I don't like getting recipes, in 10 seconds. I have to concentrate because there's one thing I care about.
Did you do your beer chicken in Guinness?
No, but it might be.
Yeah,
a little,
might be good.
Add a little like richness to the chicken. That would be beer. That would be the first time Guinness and olive oil and garlic
come together.
And lemon would ever come together. John Cass, Lauren Cohn, 591-8900.
Secret ingredient.
What are the most authentic Irish bars in Chicago? Traffic and weather next. First on the Fives with Ryan Burrow. We all know you care about sexy pandas, which we'll be discussing later. But first, David, on the south side with a Guinness recipe.
Hello, guys. How are you today? First of all, for your nutritionist there, do you realize Guinness has less calories and less alcohol content than Miller Lite? Fact people forget about. Second thing, the greatest thing you want to do with a pint of Guinness, serve it with a dark, rich chocolate cake. It is phenomenal. And the third thing, great Irish bar, the Celtic Cross, just north of Chicago on the east side of Wells Street. You'll swear you walked into a pub in Dublin, and you'll hear every dialect that the Irish have to offer.
That's right, as long as they don't start playing that game with the hockey sticks and the hardball.
Yeah.
Hurling.
So, Dave, do you know what
I do enough hurling when I leave an Irish bar.
All right, guys.
Dave, do you know what the secret ingredient is, by the way? Any guess?
Secret ingredient, Guinness, I would think it's probably molasses and rye, but...
Dave,
No.
What's the name of that bar again? So
called the Celtic Cross, and I swear to you, it's like walking into a pub in Dublin. All the barmen are Irish barmen. You have the little snogs, and you hear different dialects from Galway, from Cork, from Killarney, and it's one of the nicest places you'll ever go into. And really nice, classy people.
All right.
I swear you're in Dublin.
I'm there. Thanks, buddy.
Take care, buddy.
Thanks,
Take care.
buddy. Let's see, Tom in South Holland. Tommy,
Good morning. How you doing today?
you're with Lauren O'Cohan and John Cassidy.
Well, yes, you are.
How you doing?
In fact, you're talking to a guy that just came back from Ireland. We left on the 2nd, and we came back on the 9th. And we hit Dublin and Kilcarney and Cork and all the major cities, and we went to the Guinness Brewery while we were there.
And what did you find?
We found that Guinness is so good in Ireland because they don't put preservatives in. You can knock down 6 or 7 pints a night, wake up the next day with you didn't think you did anything wrong.
Wow.
And what's the secret ingredient?
I don't know. We were with a young man who is like 42 years old, has been overseas 40 times because that's what he wants to do. And I bet any money he knew it because he was the one that got me on the Guinness over there. It's so good over there. They just don't export it here, that type, that style. But I think it is some sort of a berry.
A berry.
A berry, yeah. I don't know.
The berry the berry in the Lucky Charms? Oh, I love
know.
it.
But I'll tell you what, going to all those bars, we went to the oldest bar in the world over there. It was built in 1198.
Wow. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Tom. Now we have Kathleen on the line. Kathleen.
Hello.
Hi,
good morning.
Kathleen.
Regarding the secret ingredients, it occurred to me that it's a secret, and so we won't know, and I think they pride themselves on their secret. Otherwise, they'd be copied.
Oh.
Very good, Kathleen. Take me home. But
we know what the secret ingredient is, and we're going to
actually,
reveal
Lauren O'Cohan knows, but she's not telling me. Kathleen, tell her not to be so mean. Thank you, Kathleen.
I'm going to reveal very soon.
All right.
I promise. Actually have a secret ingredient because I thought it was their secret.
It's not.
I got it.
Okay.
All right, bye. Just listen. Joanna, you're on.
Yeah, isn't the secret ingredient in Guinness raw meat?
Oh, you know what? Now that you've told me it's raw meat, I want my Guinness Carpaccio. Okay? There's nothing like meat, raw
Guinness
meat.
Guinness Carpaccio.
Ooh.
Yeah, the alcohol will kill any germs, right?
Yeah, no, it's not
What's
meat.
wrong with
but
a couple
that
germs?
was a good guess.
Meat
All
is
right.
a good thing. Thanks,
Raw
Joanna.
meat and Guinness.
Thanks, Joanna. Yeah, meat.
Well, people are really fired up about this question, huh?
You know what? Mary, you're on the phone. What's going on, Mary? You're on with Lauren Cohn and John Cass.
Hi, I had a distracted driving story.
Okay, let's hear it.
I was several years ago, over 20 years ago, driving down the Dan Ryan to go downtown with a carload of girlfriends, and noticed a driver next to me, was just moving around a lot as he was driving, and I couldn't figure out what he was doing. I thought maybe putting on shoes, and all of a sudden, he pulls himself up and moons us. So.
Okay, because I had the finger on the drop button, Mary. I was getting kind of scared there for a second. Okay.
I was scared too.
Thanks, Mary.
Wow.
Mary, please
This is
have
a wake-up call.
Mary should have a couple Guinness right now.
Yeah.
Just thinking about that.
She deserves some Guinness.
That's scary, getting mooned, you know? All right, well.
Coming up.
We
reveal.
Listen, we're going to reveal it, but I think we might have some callers who might know or not, so 591-8900.
Hold on the line, yeah.
So we're going to do that, and then we're going to do Sexy Panda.
With sexy cereal for breakfast.
And no sex in space. I don't know what that has to do with St. Patrick's Day.
I don't know.
And it's all
Sounded
all Professor Schnookham's fault who came up with these ideas. All right, John Cass, Lauren Cohn, back after this.
89 WLS.
Lauren O'Cohn, John Cassidy, 89 WLS. What's the secret ingredient in Guinness? Marge of Orland Park. Marge, quickly. Quickly,
Yes,
Marge.
The secret ingredient is the gift of gab.
I like that, Marge. Thanks. That was good. Okay, let's see. Brian in Tinley Park, the secret ingredient.
Hey, John and Lauren, love your show. I
Thank
think
you.
the secret ingredient in Guinness, because there is a half a sandwich in every bottle, and what goes with a sandwich? Coffee.
Brian! Oh, my goodness, Brian! You're wrong.
But I have coffee. I have coffee with my Guinness if I'm staying out, up that late.
That's
early.
Yeah, I'm
you know
a
what I'm saying?
Southsider
That's a
too,
safe
John.
mix.
I've been out on Western Avenue with several Guinness.
Boy.
I'm not even talking about the walk of death. Okay, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to you, Brian.
We're coming to the countdown here.
All right, let's see. Donna,
Donna, help us out here.
Lake Village. Donna, what's the secret ingredient in Guinness?
Fish bladder.
Oh, Donna from Lake Village is the winner. How did you know that? Wow.
My whole family went to Ireland, and somebody over there was telling us
that it has to do with, it's called vining or something, that they put the fish bladder in, and it helps them to collect all the impurifications at the bottom.
Right, it's isinglass. It's a gelatin-like substance made from the air bladders of fish like the sturgeon, and it helps get rid of the yeast and the solid particles in the final product.
See, that's what's called authentic beer making naturally.
Fish
right?
bladder.
I love it. But, Donna, do you know what the secret ingredient in Worcestershire sauce is?
No, I have no idea.
How about the secret ingredient in sex cereal, which is coming up next?
Anchovies.
Ooh.
But thanks, Donna. But now we have to go and switch gears because because everyone wants to talk about sexy pandas, sexy cereal, and space travel.
What are the
with
ingredients
sex
in sex cereal? I want to know.
Sex? Yeah, I know. Probably something to do with wheat. I have no
Oysters
idea.
and
What?
wheat. Ew.
Nothing like a bowl full of oysters with half and half in the morning. Hi, honey. Well, hi, honey.
I don't
Good
know. All I know
morning.
is the people that created this cereal are going to be rich, and we're not. That's coming up.
I just can't believe some things I say on the radio, Lauren. You don't even get me. You don't stop me. John.
89.
WLS.
Visit the contest page at WLSAM.com and register to win a fun jet vacation getaway for two to Riviera Maya with all-inclusive accommodations at Riu Palace, Mexico, courtesy of Fun Jet Vacations. Do something you'll never forget.
Like a marathon of watching the 300
Right.
with Gerard Butler, but we're getting texts. Someone said, wait, Lauren, from 630, Lauren, see Gerard in The Law-Abiding Citizen. He's dreamy, but not so much. But a great flick. P.S. I'm texting while driving.
Okay, be safe.
Okay.
A good tip on the Gerard Butler sequel. I guess it's going to be a whole weekend of watching Gerard
So
Butler.
what would you eat while you're watching
So
it?
this is pretty cool, right? I mean, this guy's going to be a billionaire. This dude out of Canada comes up with a sex cereal for men and women, adult cereal. So basically, in the sex cereal brand for men, it has, you ready, John?
Mhm.
Write this down.
Oh, yeah.
Black sesame, which
Listen,
contains
you know what?
magnesium, which promotes relaxation, strength, and endurance. And
Black
camu
sesame.
camu has a berry that's rich in vitamin C and linked to improved vascular function and boosting testosterone.
And what
Sex
about
cereal for
women?
men. So women, their brand is completely different. Gee, there's a surprise, right? Cacao nibs, soothing. They make us feel open and receptive. Really, I think that's just chocolate. Cacao
Open-
nibs are
open and
basically
receptive?
right. And then
Very
that's
nice.
the way. That's the quote here in the
Yeah.
in this
Mhm.
article that I'm reading on from Fox News.
I was once a journalist. Now I'm talking about sexy cereals. Okay, go on.
Chia seeds have those, omega-3s that are good for the female sex hormone. And maca, and I've heard of maca given to postmenopausal women, but apparently it's this Peruvian stuff, maca,
Mhm.
that helps give you energy and enhance the sex drive. So there you go.
591-8900.
It's kind of like those KY commercials out there. Have you seen those?
Oh, behave.
You ever see those KY commercials out there? And the guy, the girl, they're all like neating on the bed, the married couple. Next thing you know, pow, KY. So sex cereal. Try that, guys.
Come give me a little sugar.
John, are you there? Are you there, John? He's just upset because he didn't think about this. And
Okay, now what I was saying was I did have a career once as a serious journalist.
So did
but
I.
And so did you. 591-8900. Okay, this guy comes. This is the same kind of whatever he said, opening up, whatever that phrase was. You feel like giving him a slap in the head. This is the same type of person that will spend $500 on coffee that comes out of a cat's behind. It's called cat crap coffee. Kopak Luau. They give it to civets and then they digest it.
I don't know. Sex cereal
Yeah,
sounds a little
I'm
bit
just
more
telling you.
interesting
The
than
same
that.
type. When you don't need that, okay? Because we know what the sexy foods are, okay?
We do?
Yes.
Besides oysters?
Oysters and milk for cereal.
Oysters on
with
the
a little
half
sugar. Yeah. Okay, how about this? Asparagus.
Asparagus?
Yeah, because it contains potassium. Avocado, because the Aztecs saw them hanging in pairs. They called it the testicle tree?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, okay. I don't want to even touch bananas. Basil, of course, because anything that is basil, lemon, garlic, and salt and pepper is
there
quite
you go.
sexy.
I like that.
Hello, baby. It's
You think
like,
Gerard Butler serves that to his lady friends?
I think you need the most interesting man in the world's music for that. Of course, chocolate.
Yes.
And how about this? The number one of the top 3 sexiest
This
foods.
isn't the fish bladder stuff anymore.
Garlic.
Garlic. I love garlic.
Now, wait a minute. It's stinky.
But people don't like to make out after having garlic, though,
Garlic
right?
is chock full of allicin, ALLICIN, an ingredient that will increase blood flow. My Lord. Marty in Naperville saved me from destroying the rest of what remains of my career.
Why is it that this entire world was in the Stone Age until this country was discovered and advanced everything? But if somebody hears something is from some remote jungle, everybody just wants to buy this stuff.
Like garlic? Or are you talking about the cat crab coffee?
I'm talking about everything, even as far as German technology goes.
You sound a little upset, Marty. We're
What's
just
wrong
talking
with
about
German
sex cereal.
technology, Marty?
Come on, it's like, I'm going to tell you something was found in some remote jungle in Peru, and everybody just says $1 billion on it, and you go down there, people still living in the Stone Age. Hey,
Marty, German technology brings you a famous product that I keep threatening to write about whenever I don't have an idea at the paper.
Yeah.
And it's called cow farts in a can. And basically you can order them, and they come in a 6-pack, and you open it up. I don't know how they do it. And every time I threaten to write that, editors come running with ideas, and publisher and everyone. Okay, thanks, Marty.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy.
Wow.
Lauren. Okay, 7 in the truck. Cereal.
By the way, it's $13.
Doug in the truck.
Yeah. Hey, I was just wondering on this cereal, I was wondering what shapes the men's and women's cereal come in.
Okay, Doug. You're not texting while you're in the truck,
Doug,
are you?
Lauren has her finger on the drop
I
button.
pulled over to the side of the road because I'm almost where I'm ready to go, and so I'm just sitting here talking to you right at the moment.
Okay, this is clean cereal. We're keeping it clean here, Doug.
All right, I understand.
Thanks,
that.
Doug.
St. Patty's
I
Day
didn't know if
weekend.
you had any. All right.
Thanks,
Bye now.
Doug.
It comes in a bag
It
for
comes in-
$13.
$13 when, you know what? If it's chocolate you want really sexy cereal, how about Cocoa Krispies?
Put a little garlic sprinkle on that.
Not just Cocoa Krispies. It's
But that's
chocolate.
not. But that's not.
Girls like chocolate.
That's not cacao nibs. That's like cocoa powdered.
So what? You
mixed
still
with
get the
regular
chocolate
sugar.
feel, and you're like,
And you're in the mood.
I don't know.
Play a little Lionel Richie, and you're ready to go with your Cocoa Puffs. You're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
You went over the line before, and now I'm really, whatever you did before. Lauren!
I'm sorry, it's Friday.
That's all right. Listen, Dan Montgomery.
Yeah, hi. I was just listening to talk about the testosterone boosting cereal, and I had a question maybe you guys can put out there. Since when somebody gets prostate cancer, they look to slow down your testosterone production. So if you start boosting your testosterone and don't know that you have a cancer that's affected, is there an issue?
Well, I don't think we're talking about black sesame, the amount of black sesame or bee pollen that's in this thing for males, or camu that are boosting testosterone levels to that extent, but you'd have to ask a doctor.
That's the main thing.
I'm just throwing it out there because they do orchiectomies and things when you have prostate cancer. And
Okay.
I am a prostate cancer survivor. And
Oh, sorry, Dan. I'm glad you're surviving it, though.
Yes.
I don't know, Dan. Neither of us are doctors, and I think we feel a little uncomfortable talking about, sexy foods are one thing, but prescriptions, it's
Yeah, that's
beyond
different.
But thanks, Danny. Thanks a lot, and good luck with that. John Cass, Lauren Cohn, further destroying my career and when we come back with the sexy Panda. 89 WLS. I'm so sexy. The Panda.
89 WLS.
Coming up today, 2 on Ron Roper. Did the federal government just get a big sweet tooth? Plus, we'll talk to the local man who was in the Iditarod. Ron Roper, afternoons 2 to 6, 89 WLS.
Lauren, there was once a time when I thought I was a serious journalist. Okay.
And now?
And then I tried to use a Scottish brogue to talk about our next story pre-St. Patrick's Day.
Right.
Off the, whatever his name is, the fat someone in the kilt in those Austin Power movies. And I'm now going to be blackmailed for the rest of my life as we move into this next segment that you shall introduce.
Well, we talked about, sexy cereal, right? Coming out.
Oysters and milk.
A couple weeks ago, or was last week, we talked about these pandas that were listening to Marvin Gaye to get them in the mood because they only were 3 days for this poor pandas to mate in
the
Edinburgh.
Germans, yeah, or
different
Scottish
pronunciations. But well, now in China, apparently they got pandas they want to mate, and so they came up with a great way to do that. Panda couple is watching panda porn. Where's the laugh, John?
No, that's a tape laugh. That's
right.
Evil what you guys just did. Because I'm totally pulled out of this network and this whole station.
Here we go.
And here you guys are using my fake
It's Friday.
laugh.
It's the beginning
That's
of
my
St. Patrick's
monthly
Day.
laugh.
And these poor pandas are having... Imagine the people that had to make the panda porn so the pandas could watch
Who
the
did
porn.
this? Let's identify them immediately. Who did this, Lauren?
This is the
Answer
research base in Chengdu, Sichuan province.
Okay, bunch of
Colin, the 5-year-old female, had been rejecting Yang Yang. I'm
and
not
that's
making
a
this
male
up.
or a female? It's
Colin's
a
the female, 5 years old, inexperienced according to the
First
sign.
mistake, naming a female Colin. Okay?
She's
What's
rejecting
wrong with
Yang
the
Yang.
Chinese? Yeah.
And she's and Yang Yang's only got a 3-day window apparently to mate. And he's just like, look, let's just... But, so they needed to loosen Colin up a little bit.
All right.
So they watched a little film.
Anybody knows this, okay? A bunch of perverts in China. They want to watch panda porn, so then they think the pandas are watching. Guess what, Chinese scientists? You ever try to get your dog to watch TV? Like put Dog Whisperer on? They're not looking. You know why? Because they can't smell anything.
They're looking for the food in the kitchen.
Stupid Chinese. Have some oysters and milk cereal with your civets. Bye. My God.
89 WLS.
Lauren.
It's been a week.
The sexy pandas have to do without me because
We're done.
I'm toast on that.
You can go out and spend $13 on some sex cereal and see what happens.
I just like the fact that Guinness is
Guinness
has fish in it, just like Worcestershire sauce, and I love those two. Those two are my favorite foods next to
So if you're at your favorite
sea bass.
pub this weekend,
Right.
celebrating St. Patty's Day, have a Guinness and think about listening to WLS.
And what do you do this
Monday
weekend?
morning.
You're going to go out to every Irish bar, and for every time you see Gerard Butler's abs, you're going to have a drink of Guinness, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, that sounds like
If you've got
that's
abs
a plan.
like Gerard Butler.
Oh yeah, right. Me,
Raise
I'm more.
a Guinness. Raise a
I
glass.
don't think so. All right, we got to go. 22. We'll see you next week. All right, bye. I'm so sexy, the panda.
One station making history every day.
We will take whatever action is necessary to root out any and all corruption.
The big truck and the tear gas is being spewed into the air.
Chicago's talk leader, 89 WLS.